Hey everybody, just thought I'd do a quick video about understanding and patience, and I'm going to try to cover as much as I can in a reasonable amount of time here, even though I have no real ramble of what I'm thinking about talking about, but it's always on the top of my mind. And I guess gratitude and understanding are two of the things I wanted to quickly mention, hopefully quickly. Gratitude. Daily gratitude for the things that we have. It's something that just can't be overlooked, and it's something I'm constantly reminded of. It brings to mind a quote, which is, who was it? I think it was Ben Franklin. Now I can't remember. That said that if a man is not happy with what he has, he will not be happy with what he wants to have. And I can completely relate to that. The more we move forward in life as far as getting older and as we see it becoming more responsible in the societal way, we may slightly raise our income to at least the point where we can maybe finally buy a house or buy our first car. I mean, everybody's been young and remembers what it's like when you don't have anything. And of course some people always had money when they were young, but I'm just saying the average person had to work for what they have. And when you work for what you have and you build your way up, you have gratitude for all the little things, but it's easy for us to forget that and to take it for granted and to keep wanting more and more. This is why so many people get their first home and then they moved into a bigger home and a bigger home and they want 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, snowmobile, hey, let's get all this and this and this, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what moves a person, but usually that purchasing power only goes so far as far as happiness. We can do much better things with our money or not have to spend so much time making money, so we can spend more time enjoying things with our family. I mean, everybody knows the guy who has every single outdoor toy, but he's so busy running his business he never gets out to use them. It's one of those things where we have to be able to get away and enjoy life and take a breath, smell the flowers, so to speak. But at the same time, we have to be able to appreciate the small things at home. Having a family, having dinner, having a camera, being able to converse with people, being loved and having someone to love is a crucial aspect. And being part of something, trying to be part of something bigger, trying to do my part in the world, that's what brings satisfaction for me. And showing gratitude consistently shows me that the more grateful I am, the happier I become. Because happiness is an illusion if it's something somebody is aspiring to have or achieve. Happiness is not a state of mind or even a place to reach. Happiness is a fleeting feeling that comes. The default mode of happiness, the default network, if you will, can be improved upon to where we are in a better mood more of the time. And it's all up to how we perceive the world around us, not our circumstances. We're not victims. So that part of it's really important. Gratitude is crucial. The other side of what I wanted to talk about was people and differences and acceptance and understanding. I believe in tolerance to a degree. I believe that we should always give everyone an equal chance, and everybody has, of course, a deep-rooted psychological reason why they act the way that they act, more often than not. Whatever it may be, if somebody has an extreme youth, whether it be, violence or not having parents, no love, everybody develops differently, and some people build up resistance and walls. So they're unable to love or unable to really care fully for another person. Empathy is stunted, if you will. And I don't want to say sociopath because these words are just words. Some people just lack certain strengths of emotional sides and suppress those perhaps, but they're probably still there. It's part of who we are but our brains are very good at eliminating things we don't need and forgetting the past, and that's important. And that's why it's important not to dwell on the past or the things that have happened to us. Why it's important not to be a victim and to say, oh, my parents, the way they raised me is why I am the way. We are all the way we are because of the decisions we've made once we're adults, and we are at the circumstance of the universe. But I firmly believe that if we put in effort, we always achieve. You hardly hear of anyone who just keeps failing over and over and never gets anything done if they were really trying. It's a matter of how much effort we put in, and I think we know that. I know that I get direct, results in life as to how much effort I put in. But life is hard. It's confusing, and we all have different lives. My wife and I, the way we raise our kids is completely different from the way the neighbors might raise their kids. But, it's okay. That's the difference of parenting styles. Beyond that, it's even the way we are as individuals. And it's easy for us to forget and judge other people and think, well, this person, they should be doing this. Or to even judge family or friends and think, oh, well, why aren't they working? Or why do they work so much? Or, it seems like I was saying to someone earlier, we're usually our own worst critics. But I was thinking more than that. We are often critics of family and friends around us because we see ourselves reflected in them, or because we know them better and we want good things for them. But also our friends and family are more critical of us than anyone. And we're more likely to care about other people's opinions. We do care what others think, and others do care what we think about them. And that's why it's important for us to remember that each person is living their own lives. There's a word sonder, which is, I heard that a couple of years back. It's like a newer word, the realization that everyone has the same complex life that you do, and that they're not just actors in your play. And it seems obvious at first glance, but when you realize that you're only seeing through your consciousness, if you haven't ever really sat down, closed your eyes, and put yourself in someone else's shoes to the best of your ability, then you can never understand where another person's coming from, even remotely. It's hard enough to even just try to understand. But, folks, we all have our own upbringings and youths and different experiences. So, tolerance is important. That means that the atheist who claims that they just don't believe in God, but they're out there every day trolling Christians, or the Christian who claims that, live and let live, but he's out there harassing the atheists, or in the political arena, the various sides picking and chiding each other and harassing one another, and people trolling and shilling one another. It's absurd. If we all act with the utmost respect that we know how, and we really give our best, and we really put our heart into, the way that we interact with other people, we live a much richer, more complex life, but also others around us do, because it's difficult to live with people. But it's much more difficult to live without people, and we have to find a compromise that works for us. So understanding where other people are coming from is, as best we can, is crucial to eliminating some of the hostility that we have towards people and the xenophobia that we see in the world. So that's my vid, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day, night. It's evening here, so talk to y'all later.